Welcome back, fellow story explorers. Are you ready for another deep dive into the heart of a captivating novel?
Always ready to plunge into the depths of a good story.
Well, get ready, because today we're taking a closer look at Pecados 3, Rey de la Codicia, the latest from the renowned Ana Huang.
That's right, the third book in her series, inspired by the 7 deadly sins. This time, greed takes center stage.
Oh, and I have to say, this one's got that sizzling contemporary romance vibe with a touch of erotica. I mean, who doesn't love a little bit of spice in their reading?
It's definitely a page-turner for those who like their stories hot and heavy, that's for sure. And for our listeners who are eager to get their hands on it, mark your calendars. March 5th, 2025, that's the big day.
But hold on, there's more. There's going to be a special edition available with some gorgeous details like sprayed edges. And of course, they're releasing it as a paperback with flaps too.
So something for everyone.
Exactly. Now, all of this just goes to show the immense popularity of Ana Huang and the anticipation surrounding each of her new releases. I mean, her readership is huge, and they're always hungry for more.
She's definitely made her mark on the romance and erotica genres.
Absolutely. But let's shift our focus to the heart of our deep dive today. The main character, Dominic Davenport. He's described as the king of Wall Street. So we're talking about a man at the pinnacle of financial power, oozing ambition. Just picture it. The guy's the total tycoon, right?
Oh, he's definitely swimming in wealth and influence. Picture those bank accounts with more zeros than you can count, and the power to move markets with a single phone call. He's that kind of guy.
Yeah, he's at the top of his game. But that's where things get interesting, because in this story, Dominic starts to realize that all his material success just isn't enough. It's like having all the toys but no one to play with, you know?
Exactly. And it's that realization that sets the whole story in motion. He's got all this wealth, power, you name it, but there's this nagging feeling that something essential is missing in his life.
So the big question we're exploring here is, what happens when having it all in the material sense still leaves you feeling empty?
It's a really intriguing question, especially in a society that often equates success with money and possessions. Dominic's story kind of forces us to examine whether that equation really holds up.
All right. Let's delve a little deeper into Dominic Davenport, this king of Wall Street. I mean, we've already established he's rolling in money. We're talking about a financial shark here. But what's surprising is that he's hit this unexpected void in his life. He's achieved the pinnacle of professional success, but feels, well, let's just say he's not exactly doing a victory dance.
Definitely not. It's almost like a paradox, right? You spend your life climbing the ladder, amassing this huge fortune, and then when you finally get to the top, you realize it's not the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow you thought it would be.
And to make matters more complicated, this personal void starts to drive a wedge between him and his wife, Alessandra.
Which really gets to the heart of the story, because this isn't just a story about a greedy businessman. This is a story about relationships, about the cost of ambition, and about what really matters in life.
It makes you wonder, just how much can the pursuit of wealth and career success really erode our most important bonds?
I think a lot of people can relate to that feeling, even if they're not dealing with Wall Street levels of money and pressure.
Absolutely. I mean, haven't we all heard stories about the workaholic who's so busy chasing the next promotion that they miss out on spending time with their family or pursuing their own passions?
It's like that saying, no one on their deathbed ever wished they had spent more time at the office. But in Dominic's case, it's like that idea on steroids.
Okay, so we've got Dominic on one side of this equation, but on the other side, we have his wife, Alessandra Davenport. Now, she's portrayed as this seemingly perfect wife, a constant support system for Dominic as he was clawing his way to the top.
She's like the silent, supportive queen standing beside her king, always there to offer a steady hand.
But there's a turning point in the story where Alessandra starts to realize that the man she married, the man who now seemingly has it all, has become, well, almost a stranger.
She's starting to see that this relentless pursuit of power and wealth has transformed him into someone she barely recognizes. It's like he's wearing this armor of success that's actually pushing him further away from his own humanity, you know?
It's like a cautionary tale about the potential dangers of losing yourself in the pursuit of more.
And this brings up a very powerful theme that runs throughout the book. The idea of identity within a relationship. How do you hold on to who you are when the person you love undergoes such a drastic metamorphosis?
Alessandra's journey really speaks to that courage it takes to look inward and question whether the path you're on is truly aligned with your own happiness. It's like she has to decide whether she's willing to stay on this gilded roller coaster or step off and forge her own path.
It's a really powerful act of self-affirmation, even though it comes with a lot of pain. And what's so fascinating is that Ana Huang, through this romance and erotica novel, actually delivers a pretty sharp critique of avarice, of that insatiable desire for more that never seems to be satisfied.
Right. It's like Dominic's desire for wealth has become this bottomless pit that isolates him from the things that truly matter. And when we're talking about a Wall Street mogul here, this theme resonates with so many aspects of modern life.
Absolutely. I mean, think about it. How many people do we know who are constantly chasing the next big thing, whether it's a new car, a bigger house, or that promotion at work? They're so focused on what they don't have that they lose sight of what they do have.
And what's even more interesting is that this turning point in Dominic's journey, this moment where everything changes for him, comes with Alessandra's decision to leave. I mean, talk about a wake-up call, right?
Oh, it's a huge wake-up call for him. It's like he's been sleepwalking through life and suddenly he's jolted awake. And it's in that moment of loss, of confronting the emptiness that her absence creates, that he finally starts to see what he sacrificed in his obsession with accumulating wealth and status.
It's like that saying, you don't know what you've got till it's gone. And the novel leaves us right at that pivotal point, wondering if Dominic can actually repair the damage he's caused. And of course, the big question is, will Alessandra be willing to give him a second chance?
It's a question that really resonates with all of us, I think, because we've all had moments where we haven't appreciated something or someone until they were gone.
Exactly. And if you're familiar with Ana Huang's work, you know that she's known for creating these really intense, passionate narratives that usually lead to a happy ending. Yeah. I mean, she's got a massive global following for a reason.
She's got that special talent for drawing readers in from the very first page and making them feel every single emotion her characters experience.
Right. It's like you're right there in the story with them, living through their ups and downs. And while her stories often have that feel-good ending we all crave, she's not afraid to explore some pretty complex and dark themes along the way. It's like a roller coaster ride of emotions, but you know you're in good hands because you trust her to get you to a satisfying resolution.
And that makes us even more curious to see how Dominic's redemption will unfold. What will he have to sacrifice? How will he prove to Alessandra that his change is real and lasting? Because the promise of a happy ending doesn't necessarily mean the journey there will be easy or straightforward.
And beyond the central romance plot, Pecados 3, Rey de la Codicia really seems to prompt a deeper reflection on the dangers of unchecked ambition and the significance of authentic relationships. It doesn't just skim the surface. It really delves into these bigger questions about what truly matters in life.
Absolutely. It challenges us to examine our own definitions of a fulfilling and successful life. Do we measure success solely by our material possessions and accomplishments, or do we factor in the quality of our relationships and our overall well-being?
It's a question that forces us to look at our own lives and priorities. I mean, we can all see reflections of these themes in everyday life, even if they're not playing out on a Wall Street scale.
Right, like think about the classic workaholic. The person who's so consumed by their job that they neglect their personal relationships, their hobbies, their health, all in the pursuit of that next promotion or bonus. Dominic's obsession with Wall Street is basically a magnified version of a reality that a lot of us know all too well.
Or think about those couples who, over time, start to drift apart. They get so caught up in their own routines and individual worlds that they lose that emotional connection that brought them together in the first place. Dominic's transformation and Alessandra's disillusionment really underscore how important it is to nurture love and communication in a relationship, to remember that even the strongest bonds need constant care and attention.
And then there's the whole idea of chasing happiness through material possessions. So many people believe that if they just had that new gadget, that bigger house, or that designer handbag, then they'd finally achieve that elusive state of happiness. But Dominic's story, where he has everything money can buy yet feels utterly empty inside, shows us that true happiness can't be bought or acquired through material things.
Exactly. It's like chasing a mirage in the desert. You think you're getting closer, but it always remains just out of reach. And these real-life examples help us bridge the gap between the novel's plot and our own lives, making the story even more relatable and thought-provoking.
So, in a nutshell, Pecados 3. Rey de la Codicia promises to be a whirlwind of romance, passion, and a critical look at unchecked ambition and the irreplaceable value of genuine love. Ana Huang, with her massive readership, immerses us in a story about a man who has reached the pinnacle of material success, only to risk losing it all when he realizes that true wealth lies in the bonds we share with other human beings.
So there you have it, fellow story explorers. The stage is set for a read that promises to deliver intense emotions and plenty of food for thought about our own priorities. Remember, the novel hits the shelves on March 5th, 2025, and those special editions are up for grabs right now.
We're always eager to hear your thoughts. So, what do you think? Does this premise of a romance tangled up with greed pique your interest? What are your expectations for Dominic and Alessandra's journey?
And to wrap things up, we'll leave you with one final question to ponder. So what's your own definition of wealth and success, beyond what you can count in a bank account? Let us know in the comments and be sure to share this deep dive with anyone who loves a good story. Until next time, keep exploring those literary depths.